Hey, it's time once again for that United Way push towards the end of the year, and their campaign chairman this year is Scott Schnuck, chairman of the United Way of Greater St. Louis campaign for 2014. Scott, welcome to KTRS.
It's great to be here, McGraw.
Before we get to the campaign, I've noticed that the produce at Schnucks has gone through the roof since you've retired.
Well, I can't influence the weather.
Tomatoes
like
are
I used to.
Tomatoes are way better now that you're gone. You're the Schnuck that is retiring.
Yes, I've just transitioned the CEO role to a younger brother, Todd.
Right.
And he is, has both feet on the ground and is running the day-to-day operations of the company today. And I'm serving in capacity as chairman.
Yeah.
But taking on this important role in the community as chairman of the United Way campaign.
Sure. And was it your father or grandfather started Schnucks?
No, actually, this is our 75th anniversary.
75 years ago.
75 years. My grandmother, Anna Schnuck, opened our first store in North St. Louis in Walnut Park.
Wow.
Warney and Labadie was the first location, and it was her interest in really trying to help the family, and thought she could do that by opening a store and operating it and serving her neighbors and her potato salad and coleslaw, and that was how we got started.
Is it still the same potato salad formula?
We have replicated that, and it's available in the stores.
How about that? I didn't know that.
I didn't know it was your grandmother.
Yeah.
My grandmother, and what a pioneer she was.
Wow.
Yeah, 75 years ago for a woman to step out and do something like that. That's
So
extraordinary.
we're really proud. We're third generation now, my generation, to run the company and be in leadership roles. And there are not many retail food companies, much less companies at all, that survive through three generations. And we're very proud of it as a family.
Yeah. How many stores now do you have?
We have just over 100.
100 stores.
In 5 states, 15,000 employees.
Yeah.
What your grandmother would think now.
Yeah. Right. But they're very different. You have the downtown Schnucks is very different than the De Pere Schnucks, which is very different than the Cotterville Schnucks.
You're exactly right. Yeah. And that's sort of the key to our marketing, is that we really tailor the store to the neighborhood. Culinaria is an urban format, a new experiment for us, and it's an exciting store.
Yeah.
Our De Pere store is where you can find everything. If you want to go and find the best of things.
That's a great store.
It is.
Whether it's cheese, whether it's wine, whether it's meats, produce, that's where you go, and that's really our flagship store.
Yeah.
And if you go out to Cotterville, St. Charles, we just opened a store in Lindenwood, across from the University.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And that's been very successful for a number of weeks now that it's been open, and that mix of products we have in there is totally different than not totally different, but is more tailored to the neighborhood.
All right, so they tapped you and said you're going to run the United Way campaign.
Yes, they did, and it's been part of the DNA of our company and of our family to be community involved, and my uncle, my father, and my older brother have all served as general chairman of United Way campaigns through the years. So it's something that we really believe in as a company. And it was an easy yes to say, I'll do it because of the timing. Everything just worked out great from that standpoint, and I've got the time to give to it now. And we're going at it full bore, and we're hitting the ground running.
It's an honor, but it isn't one of these celebratory roles. You're actually out there knocking on doors and telling friends, hey, give up a little change for this.
Right. It's not just a title.
Right.
It's a lot of work. It's almost a full-time job. Mm-hmm. Since the middle of, I guess, early June, I have visited and met with leaders of the major companies here. I've visited over 36 companies.
Right.
Spent 30 to 45 minutes with the CEO of the business, their campaign team for their United Way campaign, and we talk about what they did last year. What's the health of their business, and what's their expectations for this campaign that we're in right now. And obviously, we try to nudge them to do better.
Right.
And I've had some great results on the visits that I've had.
Yeah. What's the total goal?
Our goal this year is $72,500,000.
So they call you up and they say, hey, Scott, can you help us raise $72 million?
What's remarkable about that is it's the 5th largest dollar total of any United Way area in the country.
Wow.
5th largest in dollars raised. And that says a lot about the respect that United Way has in this community, and also how much support the major corporations, starting with,
Right.
support United Way. We have the second lowest expense ratio in the country, so more dollars are going directly to United Way agencies, and it's a very efficient organization. And then they provide the oversight to agencies to make sure that agencies are accountable for what they're saying they're going to do.
St. Louis has got a bad rap these last couple of weeks nationally, but I don't know of another town that gives back as much as it does. And the United Way is on the front lines helping a lot of these communities on the front line.
They are.
Yeah.
United Way in St. Louis benefits over 170 agencies. The recent issues in Ferguson, United Way was there on the ground, helping to stay the calm. They were involved in opening up a center where people could come in and get some moral support, get some food, and they supported. They had over 1,000 people come in and visit and just get a break.
Right. Yeah.
For what was going on.
Yeah, because it was in the middle of a community.
Right.
It was trying to live and work and play
Right.
and go to school and do everything else, and they were shell shocked, for
And
lack of a better word.
That's the short-term response, and there will be a longer-term response in terms of all the agencies that are involved in those kinds of issues.
Scott Schnuck, to find out more information, can we go anywhere? Anything we should know?
Well, the one thing I want to talk about is we just kicked off yesterday our online auction. And anyone can get online,
Right.
And the website is givebidwin.com. We have over 100 really diverse prizes that people can bid on. Everything goes to United Way.
Right.
The prizes go from an all-expenses-paid trip on a private jet to New York to see the play Beautiful, a Carole King musical.
Yeah, sure.
See, that is right up your line.
Right. Yeah.
We were talking about our DePere store earlier, and we have a cooking class where we have a Iron Chef kind of a competition. We'll put 6 people against 6 people, and our
Nice.
coaches will help on that.
Right.
There's lots of trips, a couple other trips, Super Bowl trip package. There are sporting event tickets. Cardinal games, Blues.
So this is some really good packages.
There's some really, really good things.
GiveBidWin.com.
GiveBidWin.com.
GiveBidWin.com. And the website for United Way. UnitedWay.org. Helppeople.org. Helpingpeople.org. Scott Schnuck, thank you very much. Now, I would tell you to get back to work, but you're not working anymore. Go back to raising that $72 million.
That's what I want to do.
There you go. Scott Schnuck, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks, McGraw.
It is 8 o'clock.